Hello, Aidan. Nice to meet you. I'm Mark.
Cheers.
Thank you. Take a seat, mate. Important then, Aidan. Obviously, we wanted to get you in today. We've got a role coming up, a position coming up at Warrington in terms of the soccer camps. And we've looked at your CV and we thought you'd be a good applicant. Okay. So just really today, just relaxed environment, just to get to know you, find out a little bit about what you've done in the past and what skill sets you've got and stuff like that, and if you'd be suitable, okay? So, important to start with, what sort of, obviously I've read your CV, but could you just go over a bit about what your sort of experiences in football or sport in general, really?
Well, in football, I've been playing for many years since I was a little kid.
Okay.
Levels I've played at is like, I've been playing in the NPL, it's my second year in it.
Right,
been
okay.
playing week in, week out there. And, you know, been building up experience, playing under like experienced coaches, people with good qualifications,
Okay.
and doing different drills and tactics every week.
Fantastic, okay. And with regards to, obviously, so you're on what the NPLFA programme, so what does that entail in terms of an average day, what qualifications, that kind of thing?
Yeah, so average day is you come in, you do about an hour 45 education, which
Okay.
is a level 3 BTEC in sport.
Okay.
So that's covered in many areas such as like going over injuries, sports things, and then just covering sport in general. And then after we have a lunch, then after we come in and do about an hour 45 football training.
Okay.
So that's what we do for most of the week.
And you've done that for about 2 years, have you?
Yeah, second
Okay.
doing it.
I understand. And as part of the BTEC, did you say level 3?
Yeah.
Okay. As part of that, what kind of, would you have any coaching topics in there, or?
Yeah, we've done a coaching topic where we've like made our own drills and practiced them and
That's
gone over
okay.
tactics and everything, and we've put on our own sessions.
Fantastic.
Which we-
Does that include the planning of sessions, does it?
Yeah, like
Okay. Now that's really important to us, that, because obviously we'd be putting you into a position with youngsters, and it's being able to adapt your sessions, you know, to different kinds of participants. So that's really important to know in terms of that. And one of the big things we have at the company is obviously we need people to be consistent in terms of attendance and punctuality. How would you sort of, if I was to, for example, obviously we're going to have to get 2 references, who would you sort of put forward from references, and what kind of feedback would we get on your attendance and punctuality?
as well for references, we'd have my tutor Tom and then
Okay.
coach Gary, and my attendance is I don't think I've been off.
Right,
And
okay.
the only time I've ever missed training was because of injury, and then I've always been on top of the work education side.
Okay.
In all honesty, punctuality could improve, but it's
Okay.
not. I'm not late every day. It's like once every now and again.
Right, okay. No, it's good to know, because also good that honesty, because if we request them references and then we get the percentages and they're slightly not there on the punctuality side, it's good that we know you're a trustworthy person and honest in that respect. So really, really important that. A massive part for us is in terms of the health and safety of our participants, because with them being youngsters,
Yeah.
I was just wondering, in terms of the BTEC, if you've done anything related to that, or you've got any experience of, you know, managing risk, hazards, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, we've done our topics on like doing park queues to make sure everything's
Okay.
safe, and
Fantastic.
we did a session where we did a coaching for youngsters
Right, okay.
with trusted people. So in that we like went for all the health and safety things, making sure it was all the equipment was safe and all
Okay.
good for use.
Perfect, okay. So really, really important that, because if, for example, we've got some youngsters under your provision, what sort of key health and safety aspects do you think from the day would be important in terms of keeping them youngsters safe and making sure, you know, we know they're on site at all times, them kind of things? What do you think would be paramount in terms of that?
So main things would be on the pitch, making sure the surface is good. Like there's nothing lying there. Like you never know, there could be glass on the pitch, so that's unsafe.
Really, yeah.
The equipment could be like slightly broken, which could cause some form of injuries. Making sure that all of them have suitable footwear, because otherwise it could be slipping constantly.
No, I agree, yeah. No, they're really good points, and all really important, because as you can imagine with youngsters, if we're playing on different surfaces, it's imperative really that they're wearing the right kind of equipment. Within our team and within our coaching team, it's really important to us that we have people who can work as part of a team. Have you got sort of any experience of that kind of thing? Are you more an individual worker? How do you as a person sort of suit our role in terms of that?
So when it comes to working as a team, it mainly comes from football.
Okay.
Like playing football, you have to get along with everyone. You have to be able to work as a team and everything. Plus, from work experience, I've worked in an environment where everyone's got to like cooperate to make sure that, you know, if someone doesn't do their job, then it lets everyone else down. So everyone plays their part and communicates to make sure we get it done.
No, it's a really important point that, yeah, because obviously if we have one person who doesn't do the job, it can have a domino effect on everybody else then. In terms of your working experience, obviously I've had a little look at your CV, but could you just go into detail about, have you had any previous jobs, or, you know, just anyone we could contact in terms of previous employment history?
When it comes to jobs, I've worked at shops and I've worked at McDonald's, and I've also had coaching experience where I volunteered and got paid for working at a local school. Did volunteering at a local football club where I just like went, helped put on sessions, was helping coaching the younger kids to, you know, try and improve them.
No, that's a really good point, and the fact that you've worked voluntary as well at such a young age shows a level of dedication and work rate really that we'd be after, because I think so many lads your age, you know, they sit in our interviews and they haven't had that kind of experience, so I think that's really important to be in a position of authority and being able to manage different workers actually. So no, really, really important. Anything you'd like to know about the job yourself in terms of, you know, obviously you're here today, is there anything you're wondering in terms of questions you've got for ourselves?
Most of it's been.
Could be anything about you know, sort of the hours, sort of where we'd be working, sort of what would be expected from your role really.
So am I just is the role mainly for putting on sessions and?
Yeah, so what we'd be looking at for you from you, Aidan, is obviously coming in as an assistant coach to a more experienced coach. So your job would be obviously planning some sessions with the coach, setting out, organising the drills, that kind of thing, and also then after a couple of sessions delivering yourself really, and having that confidence to be able to take maybe half the group and stuff like that, which we think would be massive really. We work normally with an age group of around not older than say 11, so that's the kind of age group you'd be working with. With regards to whereabouts, obviously we're going to be working local. We're going to be starting around about 10 o'clock in the morning. Do you think that's something that you'd have easy accessibility to? It wouldn't be an issue in terms of that? Good, okay, that's really important for us. Well, I'd just like to say that I've obviously enjoyed having the interview with you today. I think I've learned a bit more about you, which is really, really important. And I think just going forward now, we'll be in touch with you in due course to tell you whether you've been successful in your application. But really nice to meet you anyway.
Cheers.
And thanks for coming down today.